The Steal is brought to you in part by the following sponsors: Teal Realty, your hometown real estate team, and by Sage Consulting and Wealth Management, financial intelligence for living your life, and Bollinger Insurance Agency, serving the Lehigh Valley for over 50 years.
What's up, Steel Nation? I'm Nick Kessler. Along with this guy, my buddy, Brian Fulmer. And of course, let's not forget Wolfie. Together, we're on a journey exploring everything that has to do with music and food. It takes us all over the place, and we never know what we're going to run into next. But hey, this is what we're about, and this is what the Steal is all about.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Hey Brian.
How you doing, Nick?
Doing good, buddy. We're at Miguel's in Belfast, PA. You remember Miguel's?
How can I forget Miguel's? Steel Nation. Some of you guys may remember it was last year at the same time when Miguel shot that penalty kick that squeaked right by me.
I remember that.
I'm still waiting for that rematch.
I don't know if you're gonna get one, my friend.
So.
You know, Brian, late last night I came up with an idea.
What was that, Nick?
Well, you know, the Steal needs a giveaway, so I was thinking, let's give $100 away.
Yeah?
You know, I like
Sounds
to call
good
it
to me.
Steal Cash. So how's it gonna work? Well, the first 100 people to email us at info@thesteelshow.com. Once that 100 email comes in, we're gonna print them all out.
Yes.
Put them in a bucket, maybe a barrel, and we're gonna draw a name out, and that person will win $100 in cash. Or
Sounds great. I like
Steal
it.
Cash.
I like it.
So get that in. What do we need from you? Your name, address, and phone number, all the pertinent contact information, and get it to us. info@thesteelshow.com. You know what, Brian? I even got the prize bag. It's just a Ziploc bag.
It looks official.
It does. And we got our money here, so I'm going to dump it in. And just like a verified seal right here, it's going right in the bag. And there it is. Hey, Brian, you know my shoot coming up.
Yeah.
Lehigh University.
Oh, up on the hill.
Up on the hill. We went behind the scenes of college radio. WLVR 91.3. So let's get there. Steal Cash. Hey, Steel Nation, we're here on campus at Lehigh University, home of the Mountain Hawks. But you know what? Before they were known as the Mountain Hawks, they were known as the Engineers. And that's what Lehigh University is known for, their excellence in their engineering programs. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here today to go behind the scenes of college radio, 91.3 WLVR, Lehigh University Radio. But before I get there, I think I gotta go to the bookstore and get accessorized. That's right, Steele. Get accessorized. But what to wear? I know. So I began my journey across this beautiful and historic campus. It was a far walk, but I'll make it there. Hey, here's my Beatles impression. Well, minus the other 3 members. And then I needed some love. Give me some, mama. And next thing you know, bam, the bookstore. I told the crew to stay outside while I change. Believe me, Steele, you don't want to see that. And then, here I am. Picture perfect. Only a mother would be proud of this. But before I made my journey to WLVR, I needed to stop at one of the best ice cream places around, The Cup. It's a Lehigh University landmark, and it's owned by the Bethlehem Dairy Store Incorporated. Hey, it's been Bethlehem's favorite ice cream for well over 75 years. I'm here with Elizabeth. She's going to give us a little bit of a rundown on the history of this place. Elizabeth, what can you tell us about The Cup?
It was opened in 1932 by the Maurer family. The current owners have had it for about 30 years now, and this store's been here for about 10 years.
Wow, awesome, awesome. Busy on game day, Lehigh University?
Very busy.
How many ice cream cones do you think you'll fill up today?
A couple hundred.
A couple hundred?
More, maybe.
Wow, is the ice cream homemade, or is it trucked in, shipped in by another company?
No, it is homemade. We make it at our other store.
I like to get my hands dirty. Do you mind if I serve up some ice cream for myself?
Sure.
What do I got to do, though? Do I got to get this back up into a hair tie?
Yes.
Do I need to wash my?
Yes.
All right. So hat off and hair back in a ponytail, and then a little scrubby. I wash them things like a doctor. Elizabeth gave me some instruction on all the flavors that the Cup has to offer, and I asked questions like how to scoop and serve a proper ice cream cone at the Cup. After all, I was expecting to serve some people. So she got an ice cream cone, and then she explained how to roll the scoop, then pat it down. Now let Kessler try some here. I'll tell you what, people, this is so creamy and so rich. This is absolutely splendid. It's beautiful. It's almost like I'm in heaven. Now, I'm gonna give this a shot. Hey, Elizabeth, we got a line of customers. Yep. I just thought I was gonna serve one person, but we got a bunch of them. And I'll tell you what, they look like ice cream fans. So you mind if I take over on this?
Go right ahead.
So I quickly found out that this was harder than it looked. I was struggling, and Elizabeth was quick to jump in and get me going on the right track. And then I found my rhythm and was knocking them out, one right after another. Check it out. I'm your ice cream man. I had fun at the Cup, but I had to get back on track to what I was really here for, WLVR 91.3. So with a little direction from Elizabeth and my campus map, the Steel crew was off and driving. It wasn't long till we got to where we needed to be. Oh yeah, baby, the radio station. It reminded me of my college days back at the Ville. Millersville, that is. I started walking around the station and asking for the manager. I was getting bounced around like a pinball. That reminds me of a song. He's a pinball wizard, there has to be a twist. Then I found Jordy. He's the guy in charge of all the student DJs. So we decided to gather them all up and sit down and have our own private chat.
Hey, here we are, Jordy. Big conference area. I hear some stuff going on downstairs. What building are we in? Where's LVR at?
Well, we're in the Ulrich Student Center, which is right on top of Grace Hall.
Hey, and we got everybody else here, Steel Nation. So I'm just gonna go around the room here, let them explain themselves and what they do and what their role is at LVR and what their radio spot is and what times.
I'm Paul, I'm a co-music director. I'm Ryan, I'm the sports director.
Allie, I'm a co-music director.
Jordy, I'm the general manager.
Dave Canfield, public relations. I'm Adam Ponzek, I'm program director here at WLVR.
Who's the one that knocks down the music?
LVR is extremely unique because we're completely freeform. Like literally, you can play anything you want. Granted that it doesn't have like bad words in it, you can pretty much play whatever you want.
Student DJs do you have total? I know we're sitting here with you guys, but how many do you think? It's all total with Monday through Sunday.
A lot. I'd say between 20 and 30 DJs. Yeah. Now some of them go on the air at the same time, like you'll have 2 or 3 guys on the air. Some people do a show by themselves. And then we have just as many community staff members too, which we rely on when we go on breaks, and they also fill out some of our daytime blocks. But really it's the meshing, like the coming together of all the styles from community DJs and the students bringing all of our new stuff and underground that really makes LVR unique.
Local bands out. You know, college radio is a great way to get your stuff out there. Local bands come in. What's the policy or procedure if there's a band watching out here on Steel Nation?
Yeah, actually, so there was a band that last semester sent me a letter addressing it to my show and just kind of saying that they really liked my show, sent me a CD. So I listened to the CD, I really liked it, I contacted them, and just the other day they came in and I ended up interviewing them. They recorded some live music, and then I'm gonna play that back.
So they actually wrote you a letter?
Yeah, it was awesome. I was so happy. It was like, we love your show.
That's cool.
We've been involved with putting on some concerts here at Lehigh. I know Allie wants to put together a showcase with that band and a few other local bands. But yeah, we're all about the music and helping out the people who might not get the representation on Clear Channel Radio.
I brought a little CD of my band. It's an original project. I'm gonna see if I can get it on with these people, or if they just put it in the old trash can.
So chitty chat time was over, and I wanted to get my music played on the air. But first, I wanted to see these DJs at work and how it all comes together at WLVR. I quickly learned that they all pull their music from record albums, CDs, and MP3s. If you really think about it, Steel Nation, they're doing a complete history of how songs used to be played on the radio to how it's being done today. It seemed like all these student DJs really got along and understood how working together creates a unified team. If you ask me, after my observation of the inner workings at the station, well, to coin a classic phrase, it was like a well-oiled machine. I was so cranked up on what I saw that I wanted to get involved somehow. But how? I know, I wanted to record what's called a bumper. It's just a quick voice transition that announces the call letters and the dial position of the station. So they set me up, and here's what I came up with.
This is Nick Kessler from the Steel TV show and the Steel Nation. You're listening live to 91.3 WLVR Bethlehem. Rock on. All right, so I just hit the space bar to play it back?
Yep.
All right.
This is Nick Kessler from the Steel TV show and the Steel Nation. You're listening live to 91.3 WLVR Bethlehem. Rock on. I wasn't quite happy, so I wanted another shot. This is Nick Kessler from the Steel TV show and the Steel Nation. You're listening to 91.3 WLVR Bethlehem. Rock on. And then I came up with another one. Metal. Just metal. Done. Hey, there it is, Steel Nation. Now to my next assignment. And I knew what that was going to be. Getting my music played live. Hey, Steel Nation, here we are, ready to go on the air. You know that bumper I recorded earlier? We're gonna hear that. You know that CD I brought along? I think we're gonna play a song from my band, Revolution Diary. We're getting ready to go on just a little bit. Jordy, are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready. Yeah, Lehigh Valley, we're about to change it up from the Americana we were just listening to. And Nick earlier recorded a little bumper for us. We're gonna play that right before we play the song.
Hey, yeah, that was. I learned some little bit of radio today. Bumper.
Oh yeah.
I forget what I was calling it. But that's called a bumper now.
Bumper. Yeah, spot, legal ID, and he also recorded a little bumper for metal.
Yeah.
And you'll hear it in a second.
Metal. Just metal.
All right. Yeah, there we go.
There it was, being played throughout the valley. I was so proud, but while the song was being played, I talked some more with Jordy and Adam. And before you knew it, the song was over, and it was time for us to go back on the air.
All right, Steel, we're getting ready to go back on live. Here we go, we're at the end of my song. All right, Jordy.
That's quite a wake-up call from the
you
Americana.
Lehigh Valley. Yeah, we recorded that a couple of years ago. Well, actually, no. I think we did it about a year ago on that song. And again, it was called Injustice. And the stuff's on iTunes, Amazon.
Awesome.
Just go under Revolution Diary. It's the EP called Life.
And just like that, our time was over. The one thing that I'll remember the most from the WLVR segment is knowing that it was great to see young people working together, spinning vinyl, and playing music that deserves to get played. And now, back to us. You know what, Brian? I absolutely love that segment.
You know, I now have them programmed in my truck.
Who, 91.3?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Hey, you know, a lot of the punk music in that was done by the Stellar Corpses. You know, I got my glow-in-the-dark t-shirt on.
I just thought you were skinny.
No. You know what else I've been thinking of? This steel patch.
Yeah.
Remember, 100 emails, we put them in a hat, draw a name out, info@thesteelshow.com. Get us your information on there. You know what, Fulmer, I'm hungry too.
I'm starving.
What are you gonna have?
I'm gonna have the scallops contapria.
I'm thinking the Mediterranean salmon. But you know what? We gotta go to a commercial.
Absolutely. And then my segment.
Fulmer's Focus.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
I'm Chris Thompson, head football coach of Lehigh Valley Steelhawks, and you're watching The Steel.
3 blind mice, 3 wise men, and 3 peas in a pod. What do these things have in common? All good things must come in threes. Like these guys. 3 Brothers Beverage, located off Blue Valley Drive in Bangor, PA, specializing in all domestic and imported beers. Now featuring a Steel Season 2 promotional package. Get 1 30-pack of Bud Light for only $21.69. 3 Brothers Beverage, serving the community for over 2 decades. Offer valid through the end of March 2013.
Looking for some fun? But need a place to go? Come to the Scorecard in Wind Gap and be a part of their weekly food specials and entertainment activities. Wednesday, team trivia. Thursday, karaoke. Friday nights, live music. And on Saturdays, Jade's Lounge is open. Don't forget NFL Sundays. Watch your favorite team on any one of their 23 flat-screen TVs. The Scorecard and Wind Gap make it your next destination.